noticed before Game 2 you had your wrist taped up, your left wrist, while you're going through warm-ups. Is there anything you're dealing with there?
Wearing a whoop. That was it. Yeah, nothing to it. Yeah.
Dispels the rumors.
Yeah.
And Celtics just announced Porzingis is dealing with a tendon dislocation. Have you talked to him today? How's he doing mentally?
All I know is he's working his butt off to try to, be ready to go for tomorrow, and that's really all I know. Yeah.
Sam, we see on O'Shea's vlogs all the time, like you guys hanging out in the planes or behind-the-scenes vlogs. What can you say about? I mean, during the playoffs, you guys travel so much, you're around each other so much. What can you say about sort of the off-court vibes of this team, like the friendship throughout the season and stuff?
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of our team is like we're friends off the court as well as on the court, and I mean, not every team around is like that, and I think everybody gets along with each other. Each guy individually has different personalities, but it all kind of works. So yeah, and O'Shea with his Brizzy Files is great too.
I see you guys playing high card all the time. Is that the go-to? You guys play anything else? Playing stuff like that?
Yeah, that's a common one. There's some other games played too. I don't know if you've heard of Boo-Ray. That's a common one, but
who's the best? Who wins?
So it's all like based on, it's kind of like luck a little bit. So I don't know if anybody's the best. I don't play. I watch. Yeah.
Does somebody usually win? Like, do you hear them like yelling and stuff?
I never really know who's up or down. I think they kind of continue it until we get back into Boston. So like once we leave, they have a game going, and then they end up finishing it when we're back in Boston.
Is it the same group that plays every time?
Usually, yeah.
Do you know who it is?
It's Peyton, Nimi, X, Jaden, Svi. Those guys usually are playing. Yeah.
Sam, you mentioned with Kristaps earlier, if he's not able to go, how much does that change things for you guys? You've obviously been able to win throughout the playoffs without him, but against this team, what kind of challenges does it pose?
Yeah, I mean, with or without him, he obviously poses a lot of different threats for us and the other team, and we would love to have him out there, but if he can't go, everybody's just got to step up, and we've shown we can do it throughout the playoffs, when he's not there to play, but obviously we're really hoping he can play.
How frustrated is he right now with how hard he worked to get back to have something like that happen?
Yeah, I feel like, anytime you get injured, it's never fun as an athlete, especially, coming off a pretty significant injury and then obviously, tweaking his ankle, but I know he's just working hard to be good to go for tomorrow.
Sam, Game 3, you guys 2-0. Probably is going to be the biggest game in your life. What is the biggest challenge that you have to overcome to really win this game and have a comfortable lead 3-0 playing with Friday?
You just got to be laser focused. I think the biggest challenge is just being on the road and dealing with the fans. Players are usually more comfortable on their home court, dealing with that too. So we just got to come out and be ready to go.
Sam, as someone who shoots a lot of threes, what are some of the most aggravating things teams do to try to keep you in the corners?
I guess when they don't let you shoot or they guard you closer, that's a little frustrating sometimes. But yeah, if they're hugged up on me in the corner, it provides a driving lane for someone else and creates an advantage that way. So I feel like, if they're doing that, I think that's a benefit for our team.
When shots aren't going in, how helpful is it to know that you can make an impact at the defensive end, contribute in other ways, and that you played your way out of slumps before in the past?
Yeah, that's what being a basketball player is. You're not going to always make every shot. You're going to go through slumps. You're going to go through highs too. But it's a matter of how can you stay on the floor and impact and do other things well, and I think I've done a good job of that.
Why is Peyton so good at those late game gives?
Confidence and just the willingness to shoot them. I feel like not everybody in this league is willing to shoot those shots, whether it's looking out for their stats or percentages or whatever, but I think that shows that he's just a real true winner and competitor, that he's willing to take that shot, and he's obviously made a lot of them too, which has been great for us.
Did he really check himself into that game the other night?
So I honestly don't really know. That's what I've been hearing, and I think if he did, it was probably pretty smart on his part. But yeah, I hope he did. That would be pretty cool.
What's your philosophy on heaves? Do you worry about the percentage?
No, never. It's honestly, the way I view it is you just get another chance to shoot the ball. So if it goes in, great. If not, big deal. Yeah.
Are you surprised teams aren't more prepared for him to do that? When he does check himself into a game and You know, if he's getting the ball, it's going up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's so fast and shifty that, I mean, even they played pretty solid defense, and sometimes you just have to live with the guy shooting that shot. And for him, it's gone in a lot, even throughout the playoffs. So I don't know if that's like a strategy or adjustment they have to make, but obviously when he's in the game, he's obviously a big threat at the end of the quarters.
And what does that do for momentum-wise for you guys in that moment?
That was a huge play. That shifted the momentum for sure. I mean, you saw how crazy it got the crowd going, it got us going and energized, and obviously for Peyton too, just to see one go through is big for him. So I think that definitely changed the game right there, and it definitely helped us win.
He was talking about the two of you are sometimes in a similar position where you don't get that many touches, so every shot kind of carries more weight. Is that something that you guys have talked about, like exchange tips on like how to navigate that feeling, or is it just something that at this point has just been your role for a while now?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been like that throughout the playoffs, and we're just trying to make the most of like the minutes we're out there, like regardless of the shots we're getting. You know, just we talked before this series even started, like we just wanted to bring energy and play hard, and the rest will kind of sort itself out. And I think we've done a good job with that to this point. And obviously, you know, when you get the touches, you want to go in, but they don't always go in. So you got to, like I said earlier, just impact the game in other ways.
Going back to the off the court, you know, the travel a little bit again. Do you guys have the same routine every time you travel? Obviously, like you're so locked into the finals, you're so locked into improving and getting better every game. But like, are you truly like? Is the whole plane ride watching film? Like, what's sort of that routine? Do you get the same food every time? Like, like you guys split off in the same different groups on the plane? Like, how does that all go down? Like the travel day?
I feel like the only like consistent theme is like where everybody sits on the plane. Yeah, I mean, one day it could be guys playing cards. One day it could be everybody watching like a show. One day it could be debating, you know, top 5 NFL quarterbacks. Like, I don't think any flight is the same, honestly. So, but it's always fun.
You back with the Packers guys?
Huh?
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, they have their for you?
I throw my 2 cents in every time we talk. So yeah, those are my guys.
Who's your top 5?
Oh, top 5? I hate to say it with Tom Brady. Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, Brett Favre. Yep.
You said you guys watch shows. Is there like a show that the whole Celtics team is like, yeah, that's our show? Like, is there any favorites?
A lot of guys have watched Game of Thrones. I'm not one of those guys who has watched it, but I know a lot of us have also watched Yellowstone. I'm a big Yellowstone fan, so those are 2 heavy talking points, I would say. So we can't wait for the second part of this last season to come out for Yellowstone. I know that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? We're all set. Thank you, Sam.
Yep, no problem. Thank you, guys.
Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Thank you, Sam.
I was